It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on first down, Eckler. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on the 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third-down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Burrow on play action, sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think...
He's got a man, complete! And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. They find some open field here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Complete yet again to Spiller. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On second down, Eckler. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. His defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Norstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do... On Herbert, his third interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick six.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert. This is caught by Williams. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, let me look at the defense. They came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Makes the score. Bengals 49. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
There's some space here. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
11 more on that one and another first down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Touchdown catch.
And the Chargers are able to claw one back.
Extra point goal by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss catch that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Slot man moves right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's an option right. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a run brand, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do in this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. We've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
37 yards.
And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jalen Waddle.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.